kind of look at this here. Here's at 12 o'clock. He stops it. I catch it. But homeboy catches the stick and prevents me from hitting him in the head. And so then you do the sungiti totsada. Then you have the two canes. And you can take them down. Here's the 3 o'clock shot. Boom! You know, I catch the stick. I comes in. Whoa! You can. Or, when you're inside, he has a potential to trap you, but still, if you get that shot in there, this opens up the strip and keep disarms. 6 o'clock, he blocks it. I try to hit him in the head. Damn it, he's trained. So, kiki totsada. And then the 3 o'clock side, the 9 o'clock side, boom, I catch it. Ha, he stops it. So you see I'm going between the arms with what they call the sungiti totsada. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You know, this is supposed to be aimed at the eye and be devastating. If you're really fighting, this is very sharp. These bastons are sharp, and it cuts as it goes. So Remy would always say, go outside with your new sticks and dull that down so you don't hurt your friend. But he kept his sharp. So if you ever got nicked by it, you know you would get nicked. Illustrissimo, our friend we know, Mike Belzer, went to tour the world with Don Drager. And if you don't know who he is, you're young. But anyway, Belzer was like 17, 18, and Drager was like 40. And they went all over, and they comprised some books, Drager did. But anyway, they went to the village, and Illustrissimo, a very famous pioneer, didn't travel much, and stick fighter. And so Don says, I'd like to get some pictures of you for the book. Would you do Mike? So Mike gets to stick it up with Illustrissimo, lightning ironies, So he reaches up into the rafters of the school, and his stick as a nail and strips of metallic stuff, like a cheerleader looking thing on the end of it, right? And so Belzer doesn't know what that is, Drager doesn't know what that is, until the first stick impact. And this stuff goes on his face. And then here, boom! And so Mike says, he's very distracted, to have all that. And it wasn't just like light paper. There was something significant to it. And it would just rake your face. And he was like, no. Let's just laughing as he did it. So anyway, there's the stick talk. Who's the head of Serrata Eskrima? God, I need to know these names. Huh?
Angel Caballas?
Caballas, Angel Caballas. Yeah. So Belzer is the casserole man. Mm-hmm. Trust me on this. Belzer is a wonderful human being. Some of you have met him. He knows him really well. Belzer is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet on a plane. Married to Meredith Gold, who used to write black belt self-defense stuff for Woman, Black Belt magazine. And
she's teacher with the bodysuit stuff.
Yeah, the bodysuit guy. She started out with that. So he reads something in the internet, the homeless stick fighter of the Serrata Eskrima thing. So Belzer meets this guy in a park. Do you know this story? Belzer meets this guy in a park. I think he was a pretty big black dude, and he's one of the top Angel Caballas Serrata Eskrima people, right? And so. And Meredith says, you're really going to the park to meet this guy? And so Belzer starts taking Serrata lessons from the homeless man. So the Belzer and Meredith run an apartment complex. They feel sorry for him, and they try to put him in. There's an empty, single, small apartment, and as they put him in there, he can't live there. He's got to live in a park, right? So he rebelled, and he goes out. And so the story goes that when the guy was young, he was about 50. When the guy was young, he's seeking all these great Filipino masters, and he knows that Angel Caballas is in Stockton, California. So he gets on a bus, and he goes to Stockton, California, and he gets out, and he's looking around, and he says, well, I guess I'm going to have to find a Filipino community. Maybe they'll know where Angel Caballas is, And so the homeless stick man, he goes, it's like a town square, as Belzer tells me the story, and there's a red light, and he's waiting to cross, and there's a Filipino guy in a car. So, well, he's Filipino, that's what I'm here as. And he walks up to the car and he says, hey, excuse me, you know, I'm trying to find a martial artist named Angel Caballas. And the guy's looking, I am Angel Caballas.